Hello everybody, and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. In the last episode, we delivered Punishing Justice. In this episode, we go back to the DLC. We're going to have to stay away from this town for a while. Villainy. As you can see, we're wanted here. I don't know why, we didn't break any laws. We delivered justice, sure, but I've done nothing wrong, alright? That's how I feel. Okay, is that too close to Villainy? We may have to travel on our own. Let's just go ahead and do it ourselves. Okay, so we are... Okay, so we're working on God Disposes. We went to the grave, we fixed it up, so that was his friend Voita.
Quick!
Now let's head back to him. Voita's friend Voita. We fixed up his grave, so hopefully now he can go there and grieve properly. I don't really know. I don't know where the story is going. Like, there's still a lot of mysteries and stuff, and I feel like we haven't really gotten to the crux of, I don't know, I feel like things are gonna get weird or something, you know?
Go!
I also want to see, how close are we to maxing out horsemanship? Alright, we're halfway to our last level.
Go!
That fence might be too large to jump. So yeah, we'll want to go there. Oh dear. Okay, let's get some stamina back.
Ka!
Watch out, everybody. When you use the follow the road option, man,
Quick!
you never know who you're gonna take out along the way.
Ka! Do my eyes.
Oh! Wait, was that, is that the Riddler guy? It is, Riddler Barley.
What are the odds of that? We meet again!
What are the odds of
Riddler
that?
Barley. The very same! And I have a new riddle!
The last one was not a very good riddle. It was more of just a, misdirection, let's say. Where's the best tavern?
You look like you know your way around these parts. Where's the best tavern?
That's a tough one. If it's a meal you're after. The Emperor Charles in Kuttenborough. But the prettiest wench is at that small inn in Takov. I had the luckiest dice in Zhelyov. And the best sleep in a bed in Lorentz. I can still
all right, then.
smell the hops and ale. And the window looked out on the Sedlitz Monastery. Lovely.
So, fun fact, I'm actually going to be going to a Ren Fair in a couple of days. A local one.
I'm curious to hear what you have
I'm
up your
excited
sleeve
about it.
today.
I'll tell you. But first, we have to decide what's at stake. You solved the last riddle, and I lost the bet. Let me try my luck again.
All right, let's bet. Tell me what your riddle is, then.
Listen close. A bailiff has 12 men join up for service one day. The bailiff was glad, but soon discovered that he didn't have enough gear for them in the armory. So those 12 men filed onto the square for the next morning's roll call. 6 of them were wearing body armor, 4 had helmets. Only 3 of them wore both a helmet and body armor. Now, tell me, how many men were unlucky enough not to have either a helmet or armor?
Okay. So, we have 12 men. Let's listen to it again.
Can you repeat it?
The bailiff was glad, but so those 12 men filed on. 6 of them were wearing body armor, 4 had helmets. Only 3 of them wore both a helmet and body armor. Now, tell me, how many men were unlucky enough not to have either a helmet or armor?
Now let's see. Do we actually...
Can you repeat it for me?
So it was
bailiff has the
6
bailiff,
and 4?
So those 12, 6 of them were wearing body armor, 4 had helmets. Only 3 of them wore both a helmet and body armor. Now, tell me, how many men were unlucky enough not to have either a helmet or armor?
So, how many of them were unlucky enough to have that or that? Not that. Yeah, okay.
Can you repeat it for
I
me?
just want to make sure.
The bailiff was glad, but soon so those 12 men, 6 of them were wearing body armor, 4 had helmets. Only 3 of them wore both a helmet and body armor. Now, tell me, how many men were unlucky enough not to have either a helmet or armor?
Okay, so I'm going to write this down. So we had 6 with armor, 4 helmets, and 3 with both. 3 with both. Okay. So that leaves 2 helmets and 3 pieces of armor. Or wait. It's just, hold on. 6 armor, 4 helmets, 3 both, 12 in total. So who was left without? But he specifically says,
Can you...
The bailiff was glad, so those 12 men, 6 of them were wearing body armor, 4 had helmets. Now, tell me, how many men were unlucky enough not to have either a helmet or armor?
so that makes it sound mutually exclusive, right? So how many men were unlucky enough not to have either a helmet or armor? Not neither, either. There's a very big difference between having neither or either. So now tell me, how many men were unlucky enough not to have a helmet or armor? I mean, I guess it would just be the other 6, right? So 3 of both.
6.
Oh, no. But not to worry. No one is born.
I'm afraid I must be going.
Me too.
I don't... If it said night... So 6 armor, 4 helmets, 3 had both. So that would leave one extra helmet. So it would leave one extra helmet, and it would leave 3 in armor. So I think I'm overthinking it. I'm thinking that the either-neither thing didn't actually count. Which I think is wrong, actually, isn't it? Like, it should have said neither if that's the case. So there should have been 5? I'm not sure. Let me know if I messed that up. But I think that the way that the language actually was presented, if it said neither, then I think 5 would be accurate. I don't know. Let me know what I messed up.
Quick!
I may have just overthought it a little bit there.
Whoa! Whoa!
You back in your room, buddy?
Nice evening, eh?
Good to see you too.
What's up, buddy?
I want to go back to what I saw at the dugout.
Why? Excuse me? I guess we didn't talk about some of these other things. It just kind of went on, so I guess we will go through these.
I have to say, I expected a bit more. Place was a wreck.
I beg your pardon, my lord. I only hope you didn't contract gangrene or mites.
Very droll. I like the scarecrow standing there on an anthill. It almost startled me at a distance.
What? Hugo is still there?
Hugo?
I made him with my friends when I was just a lad. Back then, we heard that in some Kuttenberg tavern, they have a skeleton called Hugo.
Yep.
And we'd have done anything to see him. But the city was too far, so we made our own. He doesn't look much like a skeleton, but we didn't know that then. We were very young.
Well, you've seen it by now, right?
I saw a few wooden swords. Not the kind knights use for practice, though. They looked more like toys.
Aye. My grandfather made those for us. God. We used to fight with them till we were all black and blue. My body aches just thinking about it.
I wonder if the... He said he's always had the skull with him. Is that the skull of Voida?
I visited Voita's grave. It was in a rough state, all overgrown and unkempt. But I tidied it up and said a prayer for his soul.
Thank you, Henry. And did you mention me as well?
Yes. I prayed for you as well.
Thank you very much. I feel terrible for not going myself, but I promise I'll visit when the right time comes.
Okay.
Tell me more about Voita and Libor.
Nothing but bad memories come to mind. We used to spend a lot of time together. But as we got older, it all started to fall apart. I devoted myself more and more to my painting, and Libor, as the son of a bailiff, dealt with his father.
Wait, Libor is the son of a bailiff?
Aye, but it doesn't matter much these days. His mother died shortly after he disappeared, and his father, who knows where he ended up.
What about Voita? What was he like?
He didn't have anyone besides us. And then Burkhard showed up. Voiter was never a saint. Sometimes he stole food, got in scraps here and there. But Burkhard changed him completely. Suddenly he didn't have time for us. And when we did meet up, he was always telling us how he robbed some traveler here or beat up some old woman there.
But I still don't see how this is your fault.
I envy you then. You see, Voiter wanted to spend time with us. He was always inviting us somewhere, but we, or I, rather, would hear none of it. All I cared about was my painting. And Voiter was just wasting my time. We got in an awful argument over it once. We were both drunk then. Voiter on schnapps, and me on my pride.
How did the argument end?
I don't recall what all was said. You know how it is. You get in an argument with someone, and the next day, you can't remember what you said. I do remember one thing, though. I said, there's no room in my life for dirty, drunken thieves who blow smoke up Burkhard's arse.
Then what happened?
Well, we wanted to get rid of Burkhard. We were going to go through Libor's Pa. But we met with Voiter first. We told him to pack up his things in Burkhard's camp and meet us at the tree. But, well, when we got to him, he was just lying there. We had to chase off the wolves that were, well, Voiter was in an awful state. Beaten to death with a helmet.
Kurva.
We chased off the wolves, but Libor was inconsolable and wouldn't stop crying. So I sent him to the village to get a shovel. While he was gone, I realized Voiter was still breathing. He was in awful shape. He couldn't talk or move. Lord, have mercy on me. When Libor returned, I told him to give me his sword, but he said no, that we could still save him. We got in a terrible argument over it. In the end, it was Libor who put Voiter out of his misery.
Damn.
Then we buried him. Not in hallowed ground, but still better than behind the cemetery wall.
Do you think Voiter betrayed you?
If he had, we'd probably end up the same as him. Even after everything I said to him. I believe he never betrayed us. All right. But now tell me, wasn't it all my fault?
We are each the author of our own destiny. Voiter joined up with Burkhard, and it cost him his life. What's important is where your decisions lead you.
I hope you're right, Henry. I hope you're right.
I'll let you work.
All right. And Henry, thank you.
All right, we got him to confide in us. Pretty fully there. Let's see what else we can help him with.
Can I still help you with something? Or do you already have everything you need for your opus magnum?
No, a helping hand is always welcome. I need to wrap up all the commissions I've started, and I can't manage it on my own. Lately, I've been painting maybe too much. The last ones were a signboard for the armorer and decorations for the fortress in Pshitoki. But I haven't been paid for either yet.
So you want me to go and collect the coin? With a beggar's sack in one hand and a hammer to break some bones in the other?
It won't be that wild. I'll take care of the armorer myself. But if you could go to Pshitoki instead of me, I'd be very grateful. It's a bit more complicated there.
How so?
The bailiff there promised me a precious stone as payment for the decorations. Lapis Lazuli, from which the most beautiful blue under the sun can be made. But then he changed his mind and wanted to pay me in groschen, which I naturally refused. I want that stone.
Okay.
Why did the bailiff change his mind about the gem?
Oh, he started telling me it's his lucky talisman and that he'll still need it. He's building a fortress for the gentry
gonna be another
there, and he's
Thunderstone
expecting
Dam.
an inspection or something.
Wouldn't you prefer a groschen? You could spruce this place up a bit. How much did he even offer you?
It wasn't a small amount, I'll admit, but this is a matter of principle. Promises must be kept, and you can't mix ultramarine from groschen.
And are you sure the bailiff actually has this gem? He might just be trying to string you along.
I've seen it. Well, just for a moment. He doesn't trust anyone with something like that and keeps it in his pocket. But he's definitely got it.
And how do you imagine I'll get the gem off the bailiff if he wouldn't give it to you?
But you, Henry, are a man of many talents, aren't you? You'll think of something. To start with, it wouldn't hurt to just have a word with him.
Can always get it off him at night if we needed to, so...
What if he simply refuses to hand it over?
If words fail, you'll have to defend my interests in another way. I'm no minstrel, after all. I'm a craftsman. My work has an agreed-upon value, and I won't tolerate anyone spreading rumors that I work for promises and goodwill.
So what should I do?
Well, I painted a coat of arms and a nice ribbon below it on their fortress. It could really use an inscription. Something that tells everyone they didn't pay me for it.
Okay.
All right. I'll try to get that gem from the bailiff.
Excellent. Meanwhile, I'll collect payment from the armorer. Thank you, Henry. And don't forget, rather than leaving empty-handed, better to repaint my artwork.
Okay. Dude's got a bit of a roguish streak, doesn't he? Alright, so where are we headed? Shitoki. Alright, that's not too far off. We'll just ride manually. See if we can maybe get our horsemanship up a little bit.
A taste that will caress your soul.
Still haven't helped that guy fix his wine problem.
Go! Go!
Alright, we'll have to see if we have a room in this town. I think we do. We do in most.
Just a bit further.
Whoa! Let's see.
But when the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they?
Is there no inn here? Maybe we don't have a room here.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. Where's he at? Is this going to be too low? Sure is. Oh, there he is.
What happened? Why are you all covered in blood?
Oh, I didn't realize I was.
Some time ago, Master
Hey, maybe
Voiter
it'll scare
painted
him, you
one
know?
of the halls here at the fortress.
That's true enough. So what?
Oh, the fortress is painted, but the promised reward is nowhere to be seen. I've come for it.
Oh, I see. And leave me be. I've got bigger worries. I offered him a heap of groschen, but he wouldn't have it. So he can stuff it.
Voiter said that for his work, you promised him something else. He says you've got some expensive stone. Lapis? Lazuli? They use it to make blue pigment.
Well, I do have it. But I offered him a better reward. I need that gemstone more than he does.
Why do you need that gemstone so badly?
It brings me luck, and I need that now. After Lady Anna of Waldstein died, her acquaintance arrived here to oversee the fortress construction. Her name's Adela of Minishek, and I need to impress her. The construction, it's not going as well as expected. The Master Fabian says otherwise. Plus, I think I might have a chance with Lady Adela. If you understand me, as one man to another.
Bro's trying to move up in the world. All right, so I wonder if that would have been different dialogue. I'm assuming that we could have done this mission before Lady Anna had died, right?
So how about making an impression on Lady Adela in another way? After all, a noble woman like her must have plenty of precious stones of her own.
That's probably true. Adela is always with that guard of hers, Jedlichka. Or by day, she sits outside under the willow watching the construction.
See? Then forget about some luck hidden in a magic stone and make some grand gesture.
Well, I could have something written on the wall. You're from that painter, aren't you? Do you know how to write?
I do, but I know how you are with payment. I think I should write what a pinch purse you are instead.
Oh, wait, I've got an idea. I'll dazzle Adela with my chivalry.
How do you mean?
I have armor and a sword, and I'm not at all bad with it. If Adela saw me fighting, I'm sure she'd think more highly of me. We'll do it like this. When Lady Adela is sitting under the willow again, watching the construction, you'll join her and seriously insult her. Then I'll just happen to walk by,
Oh, jeez.
see it, challenge you to a duel, and beat you in front of her. Good impression guaranteed.
So we're going to have a duel in front of her? And it never crossed your mind that maybe I'm a better swordsman than you?
Well, then you'd better make sure you aren't. If you want that gemstone.
How do you imagine I'll insult her?
Well, how should I know? She's a noble woman. They're easily offended. For all I care, just tell her she's got a backside like a brewery dray horse.
This guy sucks. I'm not helping him. I'm not doing it.
Have you lost your mind? Are you going to put on a show for her?
Well, why not? Will you help me then?
No.
No, I'm not doing that.
In that case, our painter can kiss goodbye to the gemstone. But if you change your mind, you know where to find me. Till we meet again.
Hey, no worries, buddy. We'll figure something out, I'm sure.
Till we meet again.
Okay. Alright, he doesn't know... Do we know where the thing is? I'd still kind of like to see if I can repaint it. I should probably get out of here before he figures out that I robbed him. So it's supposedly on a shield, right? It's not one of these. Oh, is it this? Alright, I'm guessing it was that. It doesn't seem like I can change it, so... Alright, well, we got the payment one way or another, plus a little extra. We just robbed the bailiff. That's great.
Nice and slow.
Alright, we'll go and sleep for the night. And then we'll turn this in the morning. Some morning beer. And dried apple. Alright, plus 18. Boom. Deer ribs. Yum.
I apologize.
Just running around and bodying people. And they're apologizing to me. I'm a bit of a menace. Oh, I need to wash up, don't I?
I managed to get that gemstone from the bailiff. Here you are.
Oh, glad to hear it. How did you pull that off?
An artist should keep his secrets, right?
He should. At least while he still can.
Is something the matter? You seem a bit off.
We received a cuirass.
Me? Oh, no. And thank you, Henry. I did manage to sort something out with the armorer, though only halfway. He had no groschen, so he paid me with a cuirass. I've already sketched it, in case I ever paint a knight, but otherwise it's no use to me. You know, take it for all your effort.
Nice.
Wow. Thank you.
But now, back to work. Quickly before... Oh dear.
Okay. He's being a little weird.
How's that grand piece of yours coming along?
How? I'm not sure. Sometimes it feels like... No, No, that's Henry.
Yeah, of course I'm Henry. Are you sure you're all right?
Be quiet.
What's happening? You look just as absent-minded as when you were painting at that Velez shrine.
Yeah. I'm painting, aren't I?
What the... Voiter, hey! Do you even see me?
What? Oh, sorry. Do you think we could have a talk?
Damn, he's not well, is he?
Important. Actually, it's something I've never told anyone about.
Go on then. What's the matter?
The thing is... Damn! How do I start? You already know I'm still troubled to this day by what happened to Voiter. But there's one thing I haven't told you yet. Remember how I told you at Velez's shrine that the place spoke to me? And that in my head, I keep hearing Burkhardt must die? Well, I meant that more seriously than you might think. I know how I must sound saying all this, but sometimes I really feel as though someone's talking to me, whispering and telling me what to paint. And other times, it's screaming so loud, it bursts my ears. I'm not sure how to explain it better, any more than I could tell a blind person what the color green looks like. But lately, ever since I heard Burkhardt was in the Trotsky region, well, I'm just scared. Scared stiff of that endless shrieking, tearing my mind apart.
Can nothing be done about it?
I was hoping that now Burkhardt's dead, it would all just go away. But no, that damn screaming is only getting louder and louder.
Yeah, they didn't really know how to deal with mental health in this time.
Couldn't it all be something like a sign from God? Plenty of people have heard voices, haven't they? The Lord spoke to Moses through a burning bush. And what about Abraham? God spoke to him too.
You're right there, friend. But my voice sounds different. We all know stories of people the Lord spoke to. But I'm afraid it's someone else who's speaking to me. Someone from down below.
And could I help you with that in some way?
Maybe you could, at least for a while. I once told a herbalist I was having nightmares, and he brewed me a vile concoction. When I drink it regularly, and say an Our Father at the same time, it helps me quite a bit. Only
Oh,
now
that's
I've
what he
run
was
out,
drinking.
And I've neither the time nor the energy to brew more. I thought I had enough left to finish the painting, and then it wouldn't be needed. But I miscalculated.
Wouldn't you rather I brew you something I already know how to make? Maybe a decoction of lemon balm and oregano. Used in the right proportions, it can calm a person nicely. And if I add nettles, you'll also sleep better.
I bow to your knowledge, but I'm afraid ordinary herbs aren't enough for my troubles.
Dude needs the good kush.
So I can run off and get your medicine from the herbalist, right?
He could be anywhere by now. He wasn't the most honest man. That's why I didn't just buy the concoction from him back then, but the recipe as well.
Okay, that's good.
Couldn't you take it to some apothecary and have a new batch brewed?
Not in these parts. I spent years building a good reputation here. I don't want folk knowing about this. Understand, my problem isn't a sore leg. I can't keep going to any random sawbones.
All right. I'll brew that remedy of yours. Or at least have a go.
Don't worry. The hardest part is finding all the ingredients. Getting mandrake roots and a river pearl was always a struggle for me, and I don't have the strength for it now. But luckily, you only need one of each. Then you add 2 handfuls of ordinary sage, boil it in some vinegary wine, and it's done.
Okay. We're back to getting fake things again. Mandrake root, huh? And river pearl, is that like a thing? What's a river pearl?
What's that?
It's a very strange root. It looks quite like a tiny, chubby man, but it's no laughing matter. It mostly grows in graveyards.
What is the actual plant that does
Try
that?
asking the local gravedigger about it. His name's František.
What about the river pearl? Don't tell me you expect me to pinch some wealthy townswoman's necklace.
I wouldn't advise that. Often they're fake. Better go straight to the source. Pearl mussels. They're a kind of clam. There used to be plenty of them in a spot in the stream above Denmark. If you set out from Kuttenberg going south along the stream, you'll come across it. You'll recognize it because there are trees growing in the middle of the stream. But be careful. Pearls are valuable, and that place isn't exactly a secret. There's a good chance you won't be the only one hunting there.
I guess I didn't know that mussels are freshwater, or that there are freshwater mussels. Maybe there's both, I don't know. I just always assumed that mussels were saltwater only.
Mandrake, a river pearl, and sage? That's pretty wild. What is that concoction actually supposed to do?
I was amazed back then too, but that herbalist told me, mandrake against evil forces, pearl for a clear head, sage for enduring health. I still don't understand a thing about it, but it worked, so I stopped bothering about it.
All right, I'll manage somehow. Try to get some rest while I fetch that mandrake brew for you.
Henry, I don't even deserve you. Thank you.
Okay, so either the brew is a bit psychosomatic, where basically him just taking it makes him think that it's working, so it helps him. Or it's possible that the sage and whatever this mandrake root actually does have medicinal properties that could help. I know that sage is used a lot for different things, but I don't know how much it might actually help something like what he's got. Oh, okay, so it's that one in town. And then way down here for the river pearl. All right. Well, let's start with the mandrake root then.
Go on then. He wants to fleece.
Whoa!
God be with you. What would you like?
Greetings. I've heard you might have mandrake growing around here. Is that true?
Mandrake, eh? Maybe so. But first tell me, can you fight?
Fight? What's that got to do with anything?
A lot, let me tell you. So, do you know how to handle yourself or not?
Very hard, huh?
Sure. I can fight.
And that's with a
And if you
24.
want proof, I'll gladly show you.
No need for that. But I do need something. And you're just the man for the job. I need to teach a few people a proper lesson. If you help me, we can talk about that mandrake of yours. What do you say?
Nothing comes for free.
All right. Out with it. What do you need help with?
There's a gang of thieving scoundrels skulking around here. They keep breaking into the mortuary, and I'm afraid they'll soon start disturbing the departed underground as well. And they're not even after valuables like normal thieves. These filthy swine cut off ears, yank out teeth, shear off hair, and once they even... No, I won't say that out loud.
Why exactly would they steal such things?
Why do you think? They sell them as amulets. No one's ever offered you a maiden's braid to put under your pillow so you'll sleep better?
And how am I supposed to help?
How? We'll punch their faces in together, so next time they'll think twice about disturbing my dearly departed. I'm not about to bother the town guard with this, am I?
I see. And do you know where these thieves are?
No, but that doesn't matter. They come night after night, so if we lie in wait, they'll definitely show up.
Okay.
All right then. We'll deal with your thieves. But I want the
Oh, we
mandrake
need to check that
afterwards.
cuirass as well,
Got it?
don't we?
If we pull it off, you'll get all the mandrake you can carry. Now come on, let's warm up a bit and wait for those wretches.
Okay, well, there's our entire day.
Let's go, lads. He can't be here now. Are you sure? We've been here several times already. Of course. What would that old codger be doing here so late?
Cheeky bugger. Get ready, Henry. Just you wait! This old codger will give you a hiding now!
You're a dead man. Should have fucking stayed out of it. Rip your arse open! Fuck you! Damn it!
That's right, take
Get
to
out
your
of here.
heels!
Okay, well, that's one.
Do it!
Hit him in the kidney.
With you in a flash.
Spare me. I surrender. You wouldn't kill me, would you? Go! Thank you.
Oh, there he is. You good, bro?
We gave them a good thrashing. That was something.
I'd say so. They won't be showing their faces again here anytime soon. Here, take this key to the chest where I keep the mandrake root. You've earned it. You'll find it in my cottage larder. It's right behind the mortuary, but the entrance is on the next street over. Farewell.
All right, well, thank you, buddy. Glad I could help, I guess. No, we're heading towards the A, not the B. Oh, we ran out of alcohol in our fast drinking slot. There we go, that's better. You ate something bad. Food poisoning gradually drains your health and can even kill you. Quickly, drink a digestive potion. We got poison from that beer? Oh, yeah. Okay, I didn't know that the beer could go bad like that. There we go. There, problem solved. Okay, looks like this isn't the place. Can I climb over the wall anywhere? Fine. Okay, one more house over. Oh, come here, Mutt.
Here, Mutt.
We haven't fed you in a while. Have some pork tenderloin.
Oh, come here.
What just happened? Is that one of the beggars we were beating up earlier? Maybe. Okay. All right, mandrake root. There we have it. Let's go, Horse the Fourth.
Easy.
Okay, dead soldiers. Looks like they've already been looted. Oh yeah, don't we need some more bandages right now? So I think I'll actually take some of the bandages. Okay, an ambush. Stop further away.
What the devil? You wretches! You'll pay for this!
Who's the bad
Go
guys
back
here?
to hell!
Oh. Did that miss him? No, it did not. Oh, no. Okay, this guy somehow missed all of that. I guess I am doing this in the dark, so he's probably having a hard time finding me. Is he running away? Okay, there we go. Got him. Working on the bow some more. Now, let's see. No, we don't need any of that. Okay, these guys got pretty good. Okay, any chests? Nope. All right, that went pretty well. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters, Darren York, ZTD, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Shadow Raven, Anna Kate the Great, Philip Dougherty, Timothy Jansen, Skip, Naya, Bean Curry, DWJ Media, Reindeer Cat, Black Wren, Barrettscape, Sanctum, Joshua Jarvis, XX Night Fighter, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.